Hey kids, welcome back to the show. This is a donation request from my dear brother Knight Spearhead. I love you, man. Thank you so much for your support. This is the Skaldic Bard. Name of the song is Harald Hardrada. Hope I'm saying that right. Harald Hardrada. And it's called the Old Norse Song. So I do have a keynote here from Knight. About this is a song about one of the great kings of Norway and one of the contenders for the throne of England when William the Conqueror invaded. This is his story told from the perspective of one of his soldiers. So that's really cool. Thank you, Knight, for that. Let me pull up the link here. Pull up the screen. Okay, I think we're all ready. And, the link will be down below for you guys to go over there and do the thing and support the original artist. That's what we're here for, is to support the original artist. And I think we are ready to go. Now, we do words and music here as well, folks. So, Knight was kind enough to give me a link for the lyrics. So, we're going to check them out after we check out the song. Hope you guys stick around for that. I'm a big fan of all things history, and I love the entire Viking history, Northern European history. I love all that stuff. If you would like to support this channel the way Knight does, we have links right down below in the description box to do the same thing. And if you like what you see here, like and subscribe. Kids, time to buckle up, put the pedal to the metal. Let's do it. I didn't realize there were lyrics right in this. That's cool too. So we can go through the song, taking the lyrics at the time. I'll still do a reading at the end though, just to try to dive into lyrics a little bit more. As a musician, my head goes into the music part of it, the arrangement, the time signatures, key signatures. I'm listening to his voice, all of that stuff. So sometimes I'm not really taking in the lyrics as deeply. Depends. But we'll do that reading afterward anyways. I don't know if he's doubling up the vocals on these parts here. I love the instrumentation going on. Sounds like a lot of very traditional instruments, so most of which I don't know what they're called. But if you guys have any information, hit me up down below in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Right. Hold on, I gotta go back there. Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Now that's strange about the Lord blessing us crusaders. So this is a part of history of Northern European history I'm not that familiar with. I mean, I know a lot about Vikings, but this must be a little bit of a later period. I have to do some research on that too, because referring to them as crusaders, I'm always associated with the Templars and the Crusades, in the later part of the Middle Ages. So I'm not sure what honor the Holy Cross. This is after the conversion to Christianity in Norway, right? And now they are the Crusaders too. See, I'm a little. I need to brush up on this. And by the way, I noticed that the Skaldic Bard put a lot of information in the description box there. I didn't read through it or anything, but I just noticed that there was a lot of stuff in there. So that's really cool. That's why you should go check it out too and read all that. We're talking about Constantinople too. King of the Danes. Wow. Wow. Berserker. Freaking cool. Yeah, baby, yeah. Absolutely. That was badass. I love it. I love that. That was so cool. Yeah, let me go into these lyrics here. I gotta do some catching up on this whole period right here. Really. Let's see if I can. Harald Hardrada, the harsh ruler. There are many interpretations, possible translations of this name, but I think harsh ruler is probably the best. was essentially an absolute Chad. Of all the Norwegian kings and heroes from the sagas, he's probably my favorite. He achieved and did more in his 50-year life than most people could only dream of doing in several lifetimes. For the purpose of the song, I picked out some of the highlights of his life as told in the saga. Okay, and then there's plenty more information for you guys over there. Let's do these lyrics here. And this is cool. This is off of lyricstranslate.com. So there's the original Old Norse lyrics and the English translation. I was born into a world of fire. Greatness lay before me. Since childhood, I am to the battlefield as snow to the mountaintop, right? Ever present. Seeking great glory, I traveled the eastern way. They took me to Novgorod, and thence to the great city. I wonder what he means by the great city. I met the Empress Zoe and swore to her a solemn oath. Then the Varangians gathered before me and elected me their chief. The Varangians gathered before me. So let me just find out something simple here. Because, I'm curious about is what time period did he live in? It says 1015 to 25, or, hold on a second. Harald III of Norway, and given the epithet Hardrada in the sagas, as king of Norway from 1046 to 1066. Got ya. He unsuccessfully claimed the Danish throne until 1064 and the English throne in 1066. That's an important year, the 1066. You guys know that. Before becoming king, Harald spent 15 years in exile as a mercenary and military commander in Kievan Rus and chief of the Varangian Guard in the Byzantine Empire. See, it goes into so much more. The Varangian Guard was an elite unit of the Byzantine army from the 10th to the 14th century who served as personal bodyguards to the Byzantine emperors. See how you can get into so much of this here. And I love this stuff. Okay. Right, to the great city. I met with Empress Zoe, swore a solemn oath. Then the Varangians gathered before me and elected me their chief. So think about that, what they were, elite force, right? Hailed Harald, harsh ruler, great king of the Northmen. He was defender of the great city, chief of the Varangians. A berserker was he in battle. Berserkers, they would just go crazy, like rabid, and go into these frenzies. There's a whole thing about berserkers. It's really cool. And frightening at the same way. A berserker was he in battle, a poet before great lords, a leader before his men, the mightiest of all Northmen. Around the Mediterranean we plunder with Varangians and Latins. We fare west to Islamic Africa and capture 80 castles. We then sail to Sicily. We are Varangians in a line of shield. I show mercy to those who plead for it, and we seized great wealth. Emperor Michael called upon us. The Bulgarians are rising up. That's what they meant by Bulgarar. Okay. I fight in front of my men, which is how I got the name Bulgar Burner. So, going after the Bulgarians. Hail, Harald, harsh ruler, great king of the Northmen. He was the defender of the great city, chief of the Varangians. A berserker was he in battle, a poet before great lords, a leader before his men, the mightiest of all Northmen. We fared to Palestine. The enemy castles there surrendered to me. We take the whole of the Holy Land. Wow! And make safe the path to the Jordan. I bathed in the holy river and placed great oblations upon God's grave. We honored the holy cross. May the Lord bless us warriors of the cross. But I feel called back home. I am needed in the north. Magnus and I march with 2 armies. We seek to do battle with Svenin. Hail, Harald Hardrada, great king of the Northmen. He was defender of the great city, chief of the Varangians. A berserker was he in battle, a poet before great lords, a leader before his men, the mightiest of all Northmen. After a long war, I made peace with the king of the Danes. He was defeated at Neisse River, and I made Norway safe. Jarl Hakon rose up. He marches with a great army. In full haste, we sail into Sweden. We crush the godless rebellion. So I'm thinking in Sweden hadn't yet converted to Christianity at that point. Now I look to the north of England. Harold Godwinson ascended the throne. His brother Tostig seeks my aid. We sail west with a great army. Back to the chorus. A berserker was he in battle, a poet before great lords, a leader before his men, the mightiest of all Northmen. We sail around the British Isles. We gather a mighty force of Scotsmen, Welshmen, Orcadians. We take victory at Scarborough. Godwinson came with an enormous army. They stand at Stamford Bridge. They scream their war cry and beat their shields. I command my men into a shield wall. The English ride forward with all their force. I march into the area of the heaviest fighting, of course. I go berserk and rush in front of my men. Thus was the harsh ruler stricken to the throat. Hail, harsh ruler, hailed Harald Hardrada, great king of the Northmen. He was defender of the great city, chief of the Varangians. A berserker was he in battle, a poet before the great lords, a leader before his men, the mightiest of all Northmen. Knight, thank you so much for that. That's great. I really want to dive more into this history now. Now that I got those tabs pulled up from Wikipedia, at least to start this process. I appreciate you, Knight. Thank you. Thank you for igniting the flame of curiosity in me. And I appreciate you and all that you do for the channel. Thank you so much. Again, the link will be down below. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Till the next time, my dear friends. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. I love you.